Hello. My name's Eliza. And today is a day. It's another day on earth in this strange place, in this body, in this place where I tend to quite often deny that I'm here, that I am human, that I'm on the ground, I'm in a body, that I have feelings, that I have emotions. Sometimes I like to think that I am above such feelings, such emotions, grief, rejection, loneliness, any kind of sadness or negativity, really. Part of me likes to think I'm outside of that somehow, that I've expanded beyond it because I remember what it's like to live in a non-polarized existence, that I can somehow bypass this one. And then I remember, or I see something in nature, usually, or something with a human, a simple kindness, that reminds me that these things that I see, the choices that humans make that create beauty, that add positively into the field around them, the choices they make to be reverent and kind and compassionate, they couldn't be made without this polarity, because choice comes as a vehicle. Choice requires options, conflict, contrast. I like to think of choice as being neutral, so I have power there, I have some control. Maybe I always have control there in that place, the neutral place where I can decide which way to go, which wolf to listen to, right? Do I want to feel lonely? Or do I want to accept that my aloneness is my wholeness? Do I want to feel rejected by humans? Do I want to notice the kind things that they do every day? Okay, so anyway, that's that. Thought I'd get that out. So these videos are intended simply to offer information that is helpful, appropriate right now for those who listen. That's it. I like to keep things as simple as I possibly can, and particularly when I'm offering myself as a medium, as an instrument for information. It's not my job to determine what information is most relevant or current or pertinent to you. I decide that for myself, of course, but I am entrusting that your and my higher self, bigger selves, and any disincarnate spirits, those without bodies who would like to pass on information for us, that is beneficial, that is helpful in our collective movement towards peace, love, unity, harmony on earth for all life, including the earth itself. Okay. We are grateful to have this opportunity to speak with you, to understand with you, to learn to grow, to expand, to exist with you, to co-create. We find this co-creation a wonderful, stimulating, and exciting adventure. We are with you always. Yes, we are with you always. We are constantly watching you. We are constantly pouring down love and attention and affection and energy and enlightenment, if that is something that your heart desires, to you. We are offering this to you always because it is our agreement to do that for you, as you made the agreement to come down onto this ground, onto this planet, to be in these physical bodies, in these flesh suits. We find these to be very effective. We wish for you to know, well, yes, we wish it to be so, but we also love and very much appreciate the freedom that you have to choose what it is that you do, to receive information and to determine within your own understanding of yourself, your own perceptibility of all that you encounter, to choose and determine what information you action, you integrate, you understand, and you then create something into this physical reality. We love and adore this process, and we do, however, have a desire to fulfill our roles in assisting you to make this, well, a more easy, more graceful, more joyful. Yes, joy is allowed, grace is allowed, ease is most certainly allowed. A more joyful experience as you walk these planes, this earth, in this physical body, as you learn more and more every day, better and better, how to drive the physical body. For the physical body is something that you could consider you are driving, but it is what we find, well, we find it wonderful indeed, yes we do, to witness and watch and feel how you drive these bodies, how you learn the intricacies, and how you come to a remembering of the truth that these physical bodies have been designed by you, by those you work with, by those you know, by those you are connected to, by those you've had experiences with, existence with, by those who are your ancestors, in order for you to thrive with all the other vibrationary intentions that have been filtered down into manifestations on this great planet. You see, everything that has been placed here in the Earth's organic cycles is all that you need in order to thrive, in order to ever more increase your synergy with this planet and all life that is on it. And yes, it is our desire, so that we may fulfill our agreement, our choice, our role in the grand scheme of this earth adventure, as Eliza likes to call it. As we fulfill this role, we simply wish, we hope, we desire for you to remember that you have all that you need right here, and that you are becoming masters at driving this human vessel, at working with it to its maximum potential. And yes, there has been a question about the drought. So we wish to speak to that now. This is a question that is relevant for the country of Australia. And to keep things specific for this country in regards to the current lack of rain and water that is presenting, we wish for you to, we lay down in front of you a perspective that is thus. The entity that is Earth in some ways has its own what you could call agenda. We could say that it has its own life purpose. It was given a charter of life. It was designed and nurtured very delicately, created, collaborated on very intentionally, very specifically, and with its own program, its own plan, you could say. And regardless of the humans that are currently residing and have resided on this planet and the individual as well as collective plan that they have, the earth continues to have its own agenda, its own purpose that it is fulfilling. So we could also say that the earth is in a process of evolution. I'm sure you understand this. The earth is not only in the process of evolution, but it is also moving towards what is called an ascension process, that you refer to as an ascension process. The earth is also being upgraded. All the animals on the planet, including you, are all being upgraded, or all in an evolutionary process. And this evolutionary process involves a continuous birth and death recycling. It is helpful, we feel, for you to understand and to think of this process as indeed a cyclic process. All things are cyclical processes. And so when death comes, life will soon follow. For one must be superseded by the other, and so on and so forth, around and around and around again. Now, the timeline that the Earth has been on is, of course, affected by the other life force energies who reside on it and have an influence in it. You are in a collective field and you are in a shared intention with this planet. And that shared intention is that you are moving towards a more expanded, more elevated, more spacious reality that is less and less polarized. That is a shared intention. However, the Earth's original intention is simply to understand all those who enter it. You see, the Earth you could think of as a library. Yes, a library is the most accurate way. We understand this is referred to in this way. We will continue to use this. Yes, it is a living library. It is a huge, obviously, dynamic, diverse beyond our ability to express it right now in its complexities. It is, however, remaining in the very simple, transient, transmuting, transformative, constantly moving, evolving, rotating, spinning, cyclic pattern. Light, dark, all is light, all is information. Earth acts as a place where many different perspectives, many different understandings can come and leave them in the earth in some way. They have an impact on the earth in some way. This planet then responds and reacts through its own choosing, believe it or not, through its own choosing, believe it or not, we don't mind, through its own choosing how it will respond and react to this information. But it contains the information. It is held here in the planet. So then when others come who do not have that understanding or experience yet or perspective, they are able to, yes, receive an upgrade, receive a download if you so wish to choose that. They receive access to the library, to the immense amount of resources that is contained and held here in the planet Earth. And we could say that in this particular specific situation that has been asked about with the drought in Australia, the country Australia, this drought is an understanding that is being remembered through the Earth's dirt, through the life, the web of life that flows underneath the dirt. All those parts that work together are experiencing what it is like to be in conflict. Just like you too experience what it was like to be in conflict, in an internal state. The earth also has an internal state, and it is in process of a death when it comes to the drought. And following death, there will, of course, be life. The offering here for you is to find whatever it is that you can do in a way that is communicative in its compassion, emotionally generous, kind to one another as you move through the conflict that this causes in your life. Finding ways to remember beauty and joy. Moving through, focusing on those ways, on that beauty and joy. And as you are focused on those things, you are assisting the earth to also refocus on beauty and joy and to move through the death cycle a little bit quicker, if that is your choice. If you have any questions you'd like to ask any of that spirit gang that want to chat with us, then message me.